Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Haunting at Hollowbrook High. The rain fell relentlessly, a dismal and relentless cascade of water that pelted the towering windows of Hollowbrook High, a prestigious boarding school nestled deep within the heart of an ancient forest. The school was steeped in history, its grandiose architecture reflecting a bygone era. But as the clock struck midnight, Hollowbrook High bore witness to a different history, one that sent shivers down the spines of its unsuspecting students. It all began with whispers in the dormitories, hushed tales shared in secrecy, and a chilling unease that settled over the school. Students claimed to have felt icy fingers brushing against their necks in the dead of night, heard faint, agonizing wails reverberating through the long, dimly lit hallways, and seen ghostly apparitions lurking in the shadows. It was as if the very walls of Hollowbrook High were echoing with the past, crying out for justice. The haunting had an epicenter, a room tucked away in the deepest, darkest corner of the school, room 313. It was said to be cursed, the very ground on which it stood soaked with the blood of tragedy. The students who had dared to enter room 313 spoke of an unbearable chill that hung in the air, a sensation of being watched by malevolent eyes, and the overwhelming presence of something ancient and vengeful. As the paranormal phenomena escalated, a group of brave students decided to unearth the secrets that lay buried within Hollowbrook High. They delved into the school's history, uncovering a sinister tale of love and betrayal. Decades ago, a young student named Isabella had fallen in love with the school's headmaster, Mr. Thorne. However, their love was forbidden, and when their affair was discovered, Isabella was expelled and Mr. Thorne had abandoned her, leaving her heartbroken and filled with a consuming rage. Isabella's tragic end came when she was pushed from a balcony during a school dance, falling to her death. Her dying wish was to exact vengeance on all those who had wronged her. It was a wish that the malevolent spirit of Isabella had been carrying out ever since, tormenting anyone who entered room 313 and seeking revenge on the descendants of those who had betrayed her. The group of students, armed with this newfound knowledge, resolved to put Isabella's spirit to rest. They gathered ancient tomes, candles, and incantations, hoping to appease the vengeful ghost. On the fateful night they ventured into room 313, the air grew heavy with the spirit's presence, and the temperature plummeted. They could feel her anger, her sadness, and her desire for vengeance. As the incantations filled the room, Isabella's ghost materialized before them, her eyes filled with sorrow and rage. She let out a blood-curdling scream that rattled the very foundations of Hollowbrook High. The students stood their ground, imploring her to find peace and forgive those who had wronged her. It was a harrowing confrontation, a battle between the living and the dead, a struggle for redemption. In the end, Isabella's vengeful spirit slowly dissipated, and a profound calm washed over room 313. The malevolent ghost was finally at peace. The students had succeeded in their mission to free Hollowbrook High from the clutches of an ancient curse. But the memory of the chilling night would forever linger in the minds of those who had witnessed the haunting at Hollowbrook High. The prestigious boarding school was free from the grip of the malevolent spirit, but the echoes of its sinister history would never fade, a constant reminder that the past, no matter how dark, can never truly be buried. Years passed since the students' courageous encounter with Isabella's vengeful spirit. Hollowbrook High bore the scars of its sinister history, but the paranormal occurrences ceased, leaving behind an eerie but quiet atmosphere. The once dreaded room 313 was sealed off, its secrets and curses locked away. The school's reputation gradually recovered, drawing in new generations of students who had heard only whispers of the hauntings that had plagued the institution in the past. As time went on, the story of Isabella and her tragic fate became little more than a ghost story told around campfires during late-night gatherings. However, some students could never quite shake the feeling that the past was never truly at rest. There were moments when they thought they heard faint cries in the still of the night or felt a sudden drop in temperature as they walked past room 313. Whispers and rumors persisted, carried on the wind, hinting that Isabella's spirit might not have been vanquished entirely. One day, a curious and adventurous student named Leela found an old journal hidden in the dusty archives of the school's library. The journal belonged to Mr. Thorne, the former headmaster who had been part of the tragic love affair with Isabella. As Leela read the entries, she uncovered a shocking revelation. Mr. Thorne had never abandoned Isabella. He had been preparing to run away with her and start a new life. Isabella's fall from the balcony had been an accident, a result of an unforeseen struggle during their escape. Realizing that the entire narrative surrounding Isabella had been a misunderstanding, Leela was determined to set things right. She gathered a new group of friends and began to investigate the true circumstances of Isabella's death. What they uncovered was a conspiracy, a cover-up by those in power at the time. Isabella's tragic fate had been used to protect the school's reputation. Leela and her friends worked tirelessly to uncover evidence and confront the descendants of those who had wronged Isabella. The truth was a bitter pill to swallow, and many were reluctant to admit their ancestors' role in the tragedy. Yet, slowly but surely, they began to acknowledge the past and work to make amends with the spirit they had wronged. Their efforts paid off, and Isabella's ghost reappeared, this time not in anger but in gratitude. She forgave those who had taken part in righting the wrongs of the past. As she dissipated into the ether, a sense of closure settled over Hollowbrook High, and the school was finally free from its haunting past. Hollowbrook High continued to flourish, its history transformed from one of darkness to a story of redemption and reconciliation. Isabella's memory lived on, not as a malevolent spirit, but as a guardian of the school, watching over it with a sense of peace. The lessons of the past were not forgotten, and the students of Hollowbrook High learned that sometimes the most haunting tales could be rewritten into stories of forgiveness and redemption, proving that even in the darkest of circumstances, there was room for hope and healing. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.